The guys, came right back and continued to play. Felt like we had some momentum going in there at halftime, the blocked field goal. And, we found a way to get up and unfortunately just made some critical mistakes that you cannot make in that type of close ball game and expect to win. This one hurts. The guys put a lot into it. Don't like the result whatsoever. But hey, we play again in 6 days, so we got to be able to kind of flush this as we get back on the plane and head back tonight and come back tomorrow ready to go and get ready for the next opportunity against Tulsa on Friday night. So with that, I'll open it up for any questions.
Joey Knight.
Jeff, what did you want to do on the 2-point conversion?
I can't hear you. Sorry.
What did you want to do on the 2-point conversion?
Joey, you're cutting out on us. Sorry. Dan, go to the next one. Joey, why don't you text your question to Dan and he'll ask it for you.
Will Turner.
Coach, obviously Temple blew up that 2-point conversion play. What was your guys' thought process of calling that play to the short side of the field with Noah? Yeah,
it's a play that we had success with in the past, and tried to do it a little different way, and it didn't work. So that's on me as a coach. They had a good call, and we didn't give our guys a chance there on that play.
Nathan Bond.
Coach, that final offensive drive, you basically go down the field without using your timeouts. Unfortunately, you get the timeout right before the score with Johnny Ford going down. You get the score, and then you decide to use the timeout, which basically effectively kind of stalls any chance of getting the ball back with any time on offense. Why did you call the timeout there before the 2-point conversion?
Because I knew that the game was on the line, and I wanted to have enough time for us to decide what we wanted to do. And it's basically that was the game right there at that point. Onside kick, you got about an 8% chance to get an onside kick, and then they have enough time there to run the clock out, and it's hard to try to do the pitch back and forth from the 4-yard line or whatever. So we knew that basically that was do or die, and wanted to talk about it and give our guys a chance to go execute the play, and just didn't work out today.
Will Turner.
You mentioned the onside kicks. You had one successful and one that was almost successful. Were you just trying to catch Temple napping at that point?
The one that we did the kick pass there, we really were supposed to be kicking that to the up back a little bit deeper. We did not intend for it to be that short. I guess it just came off his foot that way. That was supposed to go to one of the up backs at about the 20-yard line.
Nathan Bond.
Third down continues to be an issue defensively for you guys. I believe they went 5 of 6 on their last 6 before kind of running out the clock there. What needs to be changed going in third down going in next week?
We need to stop them. Bottom line, we're going to go back and coach it up. Thought our defense played better today. We just felt like offensively, we turned the ball over 3 times. And, we turn it over twice instead of 3 times, we probably win the game. So I know Coach Spencer. I thought Coach Spencer had a really good game plan trying to keep them off balance with their offense. They've got a really good offense. And, we'll go back and watch the third downs and figure out, how we can play better next week.
Leo Haggerty.
Coach, I had trouble with my audio, so I don't know if you answered this already, though, but you're up 28-20, and you had to settle for a field goal. Was that a huge part of the game?
Yeah, we were definitely trying to score a touchdown. Hell, where I am right now, I'm happy we made the field goal. Just being quite honest. We hadn't kicked many this year. I was happy as hell that we made the field goal and went up 11. Obviously, we're trying to score a touchdown. But we knew a field goal would make it a 2-possession game. Our defense had been playing well, and so we took some chances there and didn't get it, and went out there and, there's baby steps. We made a field goal that really mattered at the time, so that was progress.
Coach, I know all losses hurt, but is this one harder to take when you're in the game all the way to the end and have a shot to tie it and put it into overtime?
Yeah, I mean, they all hurt, but this one definitely hurts because, I really felt like for the first time in the last 4 games that our guys came out playing to win the game. And our guys came out with a different mindset, different attitude, and they literally laid everything they had on the line. And so don't like the result at all, but, I was pleased with our guys. There's not many 1-3 teams that would have come out and played with the effort and intensity that our guys play with today. Unfortunately, it just comes down to a couple plays. We made some critical errors in all 3 areas of the game, and can't win a game when you do that. So hopefully this is a step in the right direction.
Thank you, Coach.
Will Turner.
Coach, how beneficial was it to have Dwayne Boyles back in the fold? Obviously, he got the blocked field goal there, but just how beneficial was it for your defense to have him back?
Yeah, it was different all week. Whenever he showed back up on Monday, just his presence on the field, it was great to have him back. He's been out for so long, and he's kind of like our quarterback on defense. He lines everybody up and does a good job communicating out there. And I really felt like with Dwayne and Mcleod Point, I could tell a difference for us defensively having those guys back. So hopefully we'll be able to get those guys, have those guys, and for several games here in a row.
Nathan Bond.
Coach, what does Antonio Greer have to do differently on that tackle that was called targeting? From the TV view, it looked pretty clear cut that it was shoulder to shoulder. What do you have to do there?
Yeah, I just saw it replay on the Jumbotron, and I also thought that he led with his shoulder. But those guys obviously they know exactly what they're looking for. They go back and take time and replay it, and they said it was targeting. So we'll have to learn from that. That's 2 games in a row that we've lost 2 critical guys there to targeting. So need to go back and really do a good job of teaching those guys to stay away from anything that looks close to targeting.
And then one question from Joey Knight. What transpired on the last Mcleod fumble that resulted in the scoop and score?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and watch it on tape. It was to me, from what I could see, it was a mesh issue between Jordan and Kelly Joyner, the running back. So many of these RPOs, you can either give it to him or you can pull it out. And so, I guess Jordan was trying to give it to him, and Kelly thought he was trying to pull it out. And, I mean, you can't make it up. They just put it on the ground, they pick it up, and they run it in. And those comes down to the basic things, right? Being able to have good meshes. And haven't really had a problem with that this year. But unfortunately, our first problem with that came at the wrong time. So we'll learn from that and get better.
Nathan Bond.
Coach, more of a overall general question. With COVID, this week a big story. Nick Saban was tested positive for COVID, and then was able to get subsequent tests to confirm it was a false positive. How is it frustrating to see maybe different schools, teams, coaches get it maybe a different way of handling it when maybe you guys had a false negative before and you couldn't really get them back onto the field? I know it happened at ECU this week with Holton Ahlers, testing positive and getting negative a couple days later.
As you can imagine, I've got my hands full right here, and I'm, every single day we have to stay diligent. I mean, I think obviously we can see all over. There's a lot of positive tests and different things going on, but it's just I spend all my time giving our guys reminders about wearing their masks, coaches and players. And, all I can really tell you is about our process. And I feel really fortunate that we're doing a good job with the process. We have USF Health, our training staff, TGH, everybody does a good job helping our guys through the test. And, I feel like I know what our protocols are, and that's really all that I can worry about right now.
Any other questions? Nathan Bond.
I know Johnny Ford went out late there. Do you have any updates on his situation?
I don't, other than, he looked like he was walking in the locker room. So I take that as a positive. But I have not had a chance to talk to the trainer yet, but I did see him walking around in the locker room.
Any other questions for Coach Scott?
All right.
All right.
Wrap it up, Dan.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you all. We'll have Jordan Mcleod and Dwayne Boyle shortly. They're getting out of the shower, so it's probably going to be 4 or 5 minutes. He is seated. We'll take questions.
Nathan Bond.
Wayne, first game back after missing some time with an injury. How does it feel to get back onto the field and contribute like you did today?
It felt great being back with my brothers. That's why I really enjoy being with them. It felt good being back with them. Unfortunately, we ain't come out with the win, but I was definitely glad to be back with them.
Will Turner.
Coach Scott basically says that you're the quarterback of the defense. Obviously, at your linebacker spot, just how much responsibility do you feel that you have on that side of the ball, just holistically?
Overall, I think that I'm the glue. I think that if the coach asks me anything, I could get it done, and also the player could come at me with anything. So, yeah, basically it.
Nathan Bond.
Yeah, the third down has kind of been a problem over the last couple of years for you guys defensively. What needs to change for you guys to start finding some success on third down?
We have the right game plan. We just need to execute the game plan, execute on third downs. We do the work on first and second. We just need to do better at executing on third down overall.
Any other questions?
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Record.
Nathan Bond.
Jordan, that's the fourth fumble in 2 games for you. What's been going on with some of the ball security issues over the last couple of games?
I just gotta hold on to it, be more locked in, taking care of the ball today. There's nothing going on. I just gotta take care of the ball better.
Any other questions? Nathan Bond.
A week after, finding some continuity in the receiving game with Latrell Williams, only 1 catch, 2 targets for him. It seems like you and Mario Dawson also had a pretty good connection. How has it been, with a full week of first-team reps and getting connections with these wideouts for you through the passing game?
It's been good. A big thing that Coach Scott talks about, every week is probably going to be somebody different. Today, OD had a lot of catches, a lot of yards. The way that they were playing Latrell, obviously coming off a big game from last week, they were playing him a little different than we thought they were going to play him. So, we just had to move on to the next man.
Will Turner.
Jordan, you guys averaged, I want to say about 11 yards of reception today. You know, a lot of that obviously, you know, kind of yak yardage on the screen plays. You know, just how important has it been for your receivers to stretch those short passes in the longer games?
That's really big. That was something we talked about after the Cincinnati game, that we had to start getting more yak yards. You know, we just got to put the ball in the playmakers' hands. You know, all them guys did great today after the catch.
Was it a little bit of y'all's game plan maybe to call screens earlier, not necessarily on third down, but calling them on first and even second down?
You know, it was just a feel out for the game, how they were playing us. You know, the way the ends were coming up the field and blitzing and stuff like that. So you know, that was just something that Coach Wise, you know, thought was good, and a lot of them came out to be a really great play.
Jordan, question from Joey Knight. How much does this sting for you today?
Obviously, you know, this one hurts, especially, you know, losing a close game like this. You know, you go back and just think that, you know, it hurts because it goes back to, you know, just little things. You know, obviously, you know, there's plays that all three phases left out on the field, including me. You know, I can't turn the ball over and things like that. So, you know, this one stings, but, you know, you just got to keep going, keep your head up, and just, you know, we're playing 5 days, so we got to keep going.
Will Turner.
Over the last 3 years, this program has kind of had some trouble finishing games and playing a full 60 minutes. You know, what's it going to take to be able to put together a full game?
You know, today I thought that was going to be the day, but, you know, like I said, it's just a few plays. You know, the few plays can, you know, be the outcome of a game. You know, those are just the plays that, you know, we can't afford to, you know, not execute. So it all comes down to execution.
Nathan Bond.
Can you take us through that touchdown to Johnny Ford in the back of the end zone? What did you see? It seemed like he kind of scrambled to the right and then found him in the backside of the end zone. What kind of was
Yeah,
the
so
progression there?
you know, it was overload to the right. You know, we knew we had Johnny on a certain route, and I maybe not. I gotta go back and watch him, but I thought I felt pressure, so I escaped right, and I was gonna put it on Johnny, but I didn't. I seen somebody coming over the top of him, so that was a good job by him. You know, doing a great job on scramble drill, coming back around. You know, I just seen him and I let it go before I got hit.
Any other questions?
All right, thank you guys.
All right, thanks, everybody. Good night.